Well, hello there. This is Mark Idelman, speech-language pathologist from the Teaching of Talking and the Teaching of Talking training, and good day. The first thing I want to share with you is the fact that, speech and language can be stimulated anywhere. Just like I'm making this video, I'm wearing a hat, I'm wearing a jacket. So you don't have to stimulate speech and language, in a room or in an office or at home. Sometimes the best stimulation of speech and language can be anywhere you happen to be. Just like I'm sharing this information with you today, I can be almost anywhere and share it with you and give you information that will be very helpful. Now, this video today is about what I would call the aphasia caregiver or care partner bucket list. Now, don't laugh, okay? Don't laugh because, we all go around just one time in this world. I'll never forget that Schlitz commercial when I was growing up. It was a beer commercial, and they said, you only go around once. And it's very true. You do only go around once. And so this particular video is going to be about that bucket list. The bucket list for those care partners, caregivers, and even those with aphasia. Just because you have aphasia doesn't necessarily mean that you have to give up those dreams and aspirations that you may have had for years or years or years. There are lots of people who have aphasia. There are lots of caregivers who care for people who have aphasia. And that doesn't necessarily prevent them from experiencing the kinds of things that they want to experience in a lifetime. So I want to share with you just 3 brief stories about 3 caregivers who I happen to know and who I happen to admire very much. The first caregiver or the first care partner's husband had a severe stroke and he has difficulty getting around, but they walk every day. They walk to the park and they do a number of other things. Sometimes they go out to eat, and what they do is they travel every year. They had a home in Hawaii. For years they had a home in Hawaii, a small condominium that they rented out. And so once or twice a year, they always go to Hawaii and spend a month there and love it because the weather is great. It's easier on their bones. The gentleman with aphasia doesn't seem to have as much pain in his limbs. And the weather is just perfect, and it's a tropical paradise, and they love it. So they don't allow the fact that a loved one has aphasia, they don't allow that to stop them from what they've always loved doing. Now, this care partner or this caregiver also loves to do aerobics and also loves to do types of yoga and meditation work. And that seems to help her very much in dealing with all of the things that she has to deal with. So she just made time each and every day to make sure that her particular needs are taken care of. Now, one of the problems that I've seen very often is that many caregivers are spending all of their time with their loved one, and that's admirable, but many often neglect their own personal well-being. They don't get the regular exercise they used to. They don't get out and do things like they used to. And if you do have that kind of difficulty, then we strongly suggest that you find a way to get coverage so that if you want to do regular exercise or if you want to attend a class, that you arrange it somehow with people you may know to get coverage so that you can get that done. Okay, boy, it's getting bright out here. So I'm just going to switch over my sunshade. It may help, but it doesn't look like it. Anyway, the second person I know loves hiking, and she hikes all over the place. Now, she's probably one of the best and the world's best care partners. And not only is she a wonderful care partner, but I'm talking about a woman that knows how to stimulate speech and language, who I've spent a great deal of time training. And she and her husband have regular conversations now where he could hardly speak a lick when we first started. But one of the admirable things about her is that she has things that she loves doing, and she has the love and the support of her husband. And she gets away and goes on hiking trips and goes on other trips during the year with friends that she has. And she makes it very, very easy to be able to be away. And she obtains usually a member of the family to help stay with the person who has aphasia. So it's a two-way street, and it's a win-win situation. Please make sure, you caregivers, that it's a win-win situation. It's a win situation for the person with aphasia because you're there, you're helping them, you're taking them to therapy, you're making sure that their needs are met, you're making sure that they're fed and loved and cared for. But always remember that it's a two-way street. It's not a one-way street. And you need to make sure that you take care of your particular needs. So that's that second care partner. And the third care partner is the same kind of a person. She's been working with her husband, and her husband has been making remarkable speech recovery. And you know something? She makes sure that they travel. Now, is traveling easy for her and her husband? No, it's not. It's very, very difficult. It's very, very cumbersome. But they do that. They visit their daughter, and they visit other places that they've always wanted to go to. Now, sometimes it's not the best experience in the world because of the limitations that this gentleman has. But they work it out. They figure out what they're going to do during the year to make sure that they get in a little bit of travel, some family time, some visitation with the children, and things like this. So this is what I'm going to recommend that you do. Make a list, a bucket list, of some of the things that you want to be able to do. Some of the things that you want to start doing today. Some of the things that you may want to start doing in a month from now or 3 months from now, okay? Make a list of the personal things that would make you happy. And then make sure that you have a timetable of maybe a month, 3 months, or maybe even a year of some things that you would like to be able to do either with your loved one with aphasia or possibly independently. And just make that list. And then after you make that list, go through it and pick out some things that you could start doing immediately today or tomorrow. And make a list of that and schedule it. Make sure that you do it. Figure out a way that you can enroll a neighbor or a friend or a family member. And you know, don't say, oh, I don't have anybody, I can't do that. If you think that way, then you'll just basically turn off the whole process. think in your mind that you are going to find a way to get some of your own needs and some of the other things on your bucket list achieved. And by doing that, what's going to happen? You are going to be healthier. You are going to be happier. The other person with aphasia, your loved one, he or she may also be happier because he or she sees that you're taking care of your needs too. And sometimes it's not a bad idea to take a little break from each other. Sometimes, that's okay. So this is Mark Idelman, speech-language pathologist, speaking today to you about aphasia and a caregiver's bucket list and making sure you take care of yourself. Now, below this video are two things I want you to pay attention to. Number one is our website at teachingoftalking.com. Please stop by and see our new website. It's going to be launched maybe today or tomorrow. And we're really excited about it because it's got a lot of interesting things on it. And you can also find out how you can contact me and fill out a little simple questionnaire or survey that will help me review your situation. And if you want some help or you want some mentoring, please let me know, and we can arrange for a free phone conversation where we can speak about your concern, and I can help advise you as to probably what would be the best thing to do in order to get your loved one or yourself, if you have aphasia, talking again. So this is Mark Idelman, speech-language pathologist. Don't forget to click on the link below to go to the new website, or to click on the link below to go to the survey and questionnaire, so that hopefully we can set up a conversation to help you and help your loved one. So have a great day today. Be well, be happy, take care of yourself, and God bless. Bye-bye now.